Next on Worcester News tonight, could it save the city money? The Worcester Regional Research Bureau is recommending GPS tracking devices on city vehicles. Plus, open enrollment for health insurance begins today. Why Worcester has lower numbers than the state's average. More on those stories in a moment, but first, the body of a Millbury woman in her 70s is recovered in town Thursday morning. Good evening, I'm Olivia Lemon. Police say an idling car on Providence Street led officers to begin a search for the woman. It ended around noontime today when her body was recovered near the Blackstone River. Police, fire, and state investigators were involved. No foul play is suspected.
If there is any solace here, at least we'll bring closure and that the deceased was recovered.
Now, the woman's identity is not being released until all of her family has been notified. A Webster woman is arrested early Thursday morning. Dudley police say she was intoxicated when she crashed into 3 parked cars. 29-year-old Lauren Saucy is facing multiple charges. Dudley police responded to reports of a hit and run on Oxford Avenue around 2 a.m. 3 parked cars and Saucy's vehicle were heavily damaged. The suspect was arrested about a half mile from the scene of the crash. Police say it's Saucy's second offense for OUI. The Worcester Regional Research Bureau out with a report this week. It's suggesting the city should put monitoring devices on its vehicles. The move could save Worcester money. Our Chandler Walsh joins us now to explain. Chandler?
Olivia, many of us use a GPS to improve our own lives and get us where we need to go, but this report says it could also benefit whole cities. The Research Bureau says others across the country have benefited, and there's an opportunity for Worcester to as well. A new report shows Worcester could benefit from using GPS tracking in city-owned vehicles. The Worcester Regional Research Bureau says the technology improves efficiency by tracking routes, speeds, and starts and stops.
You can plan a more efficient route than you're using. Obviously, your employees are now freed up to do other things with their time, and you can get to more work.
Research associate Tom Quinn says the technology costs a couple $100s per vehicle plus an ongoing maintenance fee, but could save money in the long run.
If you can get your drivers to be more efficient and to drive more safely or drive more efficiently, you can save a lot of mileage.
GPS systems also allow cities to monitor their employees. In a statement, City Manager Ed Augustus says the city is always open to looking into new ways that municipal services can be more effective, accountable, and transparent for our residents. We look forward to fully reviewing the Research Bureau's report and its recommendations. The Research Bureau says the city owns about 900 vehicles, 49 DPW Sanders and sweepers already use GPS tracking to make sure they follow planned routes. Quinn says cities across the country have shown success in other areas as well.
Cities have also used it for safety, to keep track of employees, especially first responders. Cities have used it to address customer complaints if a customer says their garbage wasn't picked up, for example.
Quinn says the system would also improve residents' quality of life by ensuring services like faster trash pickup and snow removal.
Government running more efficiently can only be a good thing.
Quinn says other cities who use GPS tracking have noticed things like an increase in driver safety, fewer employee accidents, and fewer gas emissions. Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.
15,000 square feet of space in Worcester's Union Station is set to become the new headquarters for the state's Cannabis Control Commission. According to the Telegram, the state has given conditional acceptance to its proposal. City leaders will now be talking to officials from the State Division of Capital Asset Management and Maintenance regarding the terms of the lease. The space was formerly occupied by a civil engineering firm. New research out of UMass Memorial Medical School shows promising results for a new treatment for patients with ALS. UMass Medical says the therapy uses synthetic microRNAs to silence mutations which lead to the disease without adverse effects. Dr. Robert Brown Jr. and Christian Mueller both worked on the study. Mueller says the results suggest this approach to treating ALS should be safe for humans, and it could potentially be done with a one-time treatment. The researchers say the experiments are at a point where they need to be translated into clinical trials for patients. Two organizations are working to help people get health insurance. The Massachusetts Health Connector and Family Health Center of Worcester say the city has a higher rate of uninsured residents, and they are hoping to fix the problem. Our Brittany Schaefer joins us now to explain. Brittany?
Olivia, according to the Massachusetts Health Connector, 97% of Massachusetts residents do have health insurance, but the two organizations are working hard together to reach 100%.
We can give them a copy or we can answer the questions.
The Massachusetts Health Connector and Family Health Center of Worcester are on a mission to get everyone in the Worcester area health insurance.
Open enrollment is the time of year when anyone who doesn't have health insurance can sign up. There's no conditions attached.
And we saw hundreds of people coming this morning, 7 o'clock.
According to the Health Connector, 97% of people have health insurance in Massachusetts. And while the federal mandate penalty is going away next year, the state is still enforcing their tax penalty for those without health insurance.
Massachusetts always takes the lead in terms of the protection of access to care to the resident of the state. And that's why we kept the individual mandate.
The pre-enrollment tour stopped in the city because of the higher rate of uninsured residents here. The Massachusetts Health Connector's Jason Leffert says it's important to be covered.
If you don't have health insurance and you go to the doctor, you're going to get stuck with a big bill that you may not be able to afford. So we want people to have health insurance and be able to go to the doctor whenever they need to.
The medical clinic helped 28,000 people in the Worcester area maintain coverage last year, and 3,500 gain insurance. They say even if you don't think you can afford coverage, to give them a call.
There's always an option, yes, because there's misunderstanding sometimes outside. They'll tell you, I have this income, probably I don't qualify. No, come here, you will sit with the navigators, and you see your chances.
Now, open enrollment through the Massachusetts Health Connector runs through January 23rd. Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
Tonight, we're learning more about the investigation into the killing of Whitey Bulger. Federal law enforcement officials believe the former mobster was killed when someone put a lock in a sock and hit him repeatedly. The 89-year-old Bulger was found unresponsive in his cell in West Virginia Tuesday. He had been moved to the facility the day before. We're also learning more about a possible suspect in Bulger's death. Freddie Gias is serving a life sentence in the same West Virginia prison. He was convicted for the killing of a mob boss in Springfield, Massachusetts. Federal officials in West Virginia will only say Bulger's death is being investigated as a homicide. So far, no one has been charged. Switching gears now, Worcester Police taking on the Worcester Fire Department at a hockey game this weekend. The Guns and Hoses game is Saturday at 4:15 at the DCU Center. It's followed by the Railers game at 7:05. The Railers will wear a special Worcester Police jersey in honor of the department winning the Battle of the Badges blood drive over the summer. The jerseys will be auctioned off throughout the night. All money will be donated to the Boys and Girls Club.
Community and our players and our staff have been terrific with that, and you know, the firemen, policemen is a huge part of that as well. So big event Saturday.
For us to kind of do our part to say thank you for being such a great place for us to live is a special feeling, and obviously without the fans we'd be out of a job, so we're really fortunate to be able to give back and excited about it.
And Boston Bruins legend Ray Bourque will drop the ceremonial first puck before the Railers game. A new face at a Worcester museum is hoping to encourage children to love science. Lucy Hale is the new president of the Ecotarium and says she's excited for its future. Our Rosalind Flaherty joins us now with more. Rosalind?
Olivia, she comes with a lot of experience and hopes to bring the museum to the next level. A popular place in Worcester has a new leader. Lucy Hale has been named the president of the Ecotarium.
This is a wonderful place in a really cool city, and these opportunities don't come up that much.
Hale worked for science museums across the country before coming to the Ecotarium. The Science and Nature Museum was founded in 1825 and serves thousands of children. Hale says she doesn't want every kid to be a scientist, but wants them to fall in love with science like she did.
There's science all around us every day, all the time, and the more we care about it and the more we know about it, we can take better care of ourselves and our neighbors and our planet.
The museum offers hands-on exhibits and has more than 100 animals. Hale says the Ecotarium does a great job inviting the community in, but says it's now time to go out into the community.
Neighborhood gatherings and places where people come together and bring our mission into those areas. And so that's sort of the next phase.
She's excited to go after 2 big accreditations, which she says is really important for the museum to have.
One of those is the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, and the other is the American Alliance of Museums. Worcester deserves a great museum, and we need to be that.
Now, Hale says they plan on opening a mountain lion exhibit in the spring, which I'm sure will be a big hit. Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.